Okay, this is for Bonnie, this workout. Okay, you guys, here we go. So if any of you have been diagnosed with spinal stenosis, okay, as I'm starting to prime us up for this workout, because some of you have to be slipping out early, so I want to hit the bases. I want you to just walk like a stick man, okay? I don't want you to walk like normal. I want you to think you're a stick man. So as I go like this, if I was a stick man, see, I couldn't go like this, could I? So as I walk and I take my hands out like a stick man, okay, I'm going to say rib cage up every single step, forward or backward, every step. Now, as you're doing this, you say two things to yourself: rib cage up, yes. Shoulders down, yes, that's two. We'll go for two more. Shut my mouth, which is hard to do when you're talking. But you want to breathe through your nose. Breathe through your nose. And then as you are walking or ambulating, okay, I'm not kidding you, go slow enough that you actually say rib cage up. And as you walk like a stick man, okay, you're bending a little in your knee, but especially backward walking. And one of the big reasons I'm having you do this, and I'm taking at least 3, if not 4 steps at a time, and I'm slowing it down because I want you to get that very important heel plant, okay? So hesitate. Every time you hesitate, say rib cage up, okay? Drop your chin, say rib cage up. Drop your chin, say rib cage up. Drop your chin, say rib cage up. And the other reason I want you to walk like this for our warm up as a stick man, and see if you're not going slow enough, you're going to get right back into your habitual leaning. And I don't want you to lean forward, okay? But as you're going back, you have to exercise what's called muscle memory. You have to think, okay, I know I can take 3, maybe 4 steps back before I hit the wall or what's behind me, okay? Now, sometimes something will fly over and get in place behind you and you didn't know it, okay? But do you see how I'm just kind of turning my head like that? Do you see how I'm doing that? Okay. This little maneuver that I'm doing with you right now, if you're doing them with me and you're really hitting those parameters, pretty important. Because as I turn my head, see, as I turn my head, I'm doing a little glance. Not all the way, but it's helping me toward not having that panicky feeling that I'm going to hit something. Oh, I'm going to hit something. Okay. And then you find out where your parameters are. That starts working all kinds of things. Now, we've gone front to back several times. Now we're going to come in here and we're going to go open and come back. And we're going to go open and come back. Now, pretend with me at this point right here, pretend you've got one of those little bands around your knees. I know, I could hear some of you groaning. I won't mention names, okay? But this kind of stepping, I remember very well when I would do backward walking, or I would do out and ins like this with feet. Anything with heel cords, I would always dedicate to Bonnie because she had Achilles tendonitis problems. See how I'm doing this? So I'm keeping my chin tucked, stepping out. But what am I not doing? I am not turning my foot okay? It's forward. And then you sink just a little, not a ton. You sink just a little. And as you sink, right there, you push your butt back as you sink. See that? Stay with me. Big breath through the nose, a couple more. Keep your shoulders down, because when you go out with your arms, you tend to want to shrug up with your shoulders. We'll do that, but not right now. Okay, now, this is gonna complete our warm up, okay? We didn't run, we could, but we did stickman walking, and we did side stepping, and a little side lunging. Now we're gonna take our hands, and we're gonna put them on our knees, as if we're gonna really pull our knees in, okay? So, if you do just these three moves, stickman walking, where you're really planting your heel cord, side to side, stepping, lunging, and then this one, okay? See how I'm gonna come right down here? Now, I didn't say a thing, and I did two of them with you. I will guarantee you, without somebody watching you, some of y'all did this with your neck. We don't want to do that, do we? Breathe in through the nose, and then tuck your chin, and you come in. Now, don't squeeze your knees in together. You're just putting your hand around your knees, right like that. And you're keeping your chin tucked. So this is another one that I remember. Bonnie would come up to me and say, she would say, I needed that. I'm so glad I came today. Anyway, this is workout is for Bonnie today. Take a big deep breath. See, open. So I'm starting to open here. I'm going to do this about 6 times. So I got 3 more, I think. See, I'm going to come down, and whether you know it or not, every time I go down about an inch lower, but I keep my heels down. So push your butt back. Take a big breath in through the nose. Go down another inch, and then open. Okay, one more. Big breath. Go way down there. Drop down until you can start feeling it. And then open. Okay? Yeah, I'm much tighter on my knee side. But keep pushing that bend. You're in a great position. Drop your shoulders, big breath through the nose. Push the butt back. Come right down here. And just keep reaching around. Don't bring your knees together. Okay? Hang out. And then come back. So this is a fold. And yes, Elisa, I got your, she sent me a reel of somebody doing a version of the fold, which I don't think I'll have you do that today. We'll do versions of it. Okay, now we're going to turn our leg out. See that? And come back in. Now we're going to turn our leg out and come back in. Okay, big breath. Turn, step, and come back in. Turn, push it down, rib cage up, and then come back in. Push it out, all the way out, and then come back. And one more, right there. Okie dokie. Now we're going to do on the front end of the class a move that actually realigns your shoulders. Okay. And for eons, if you've had birthdays long enough and you've been interested in the fitness field, you've seen people doing various versions of, some people call it the windmill. Okay. So as I do this, I'm going to step forward and I'm going to drop my knee. My thumbs are pointing forward and I'm stepping forward. I'm going to drop my shoulders. Big breath through the nose. Exhale. Breath through the nose. Exhale. And you want to keep your shoulders down and your hands, I would love it if you could keep them at shoulder height. If that's a problem for you, You do the same move, but you lower it. See how I'm lowering it? So anytime you need to take a rest, just lower it. If you can maintain with your palms down, thumbs forward, take a nice big giant step.
37.
I thought I heard a voice. I thought we were only 20, Kathy. Okay, shake out, shake out. Okay, you guys, she saved you. At this point, I could see Bonnie laughing and laughing. Oh, yes, I could see that. Okay, see how I'm shaking? Yes, out, not shaking, but shaking out. Okay, now I'm gonna turn my palms up. A lot of times I do this move in the back end of the class, but because I know Kathy and Chrissy have to leave, I want to make sure you get it done. Are you glad? Okay, palms up, straighten those arms. When you straighten your arms, drop your shoulders. See how I stepped out? But I dropped my heel. Now I start to move, okay? Take a big breath with the nose. And when you step, take as big of a step as you feel comfortable, and then maybe push it just a tiny bit. So you're employing your upper body. So that means tummy tight. That means shoulders down. And you're pushing the thumb back. And when you go back, I want you to pull those shoulder blades in as you're doing the rotation with a straight arm. You're not bending those elbows. If you're tired or your shoulder maybe is not working well at this height, again, you do the same thing, but you lower it. Okay, and what I'm trying to get you to do is at least 30 of these. And I'm thinking this might be 20 something. Drop your shoulders. I'm sure Kathy will let us know. Take a big breath.
31.
Oh, there we go.
32.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I was just, okay, down, down, down. Okay, back to the stick man. This is where you want the stick man. This is why I did that first. Yeah, I don't want you to just stand and shake your hands out. I want you to actually move them in a pendulum movement, okay? Think about how you're hesitating. Every time you hesitate, what should be happening? Breath, yes. Shoulders down, ribcage up, every time. Because when you get into walking, when you go to lift some weights that we're gonna lift, I'm trying to help you counter our propensity to do this, okay? So say ribcage up every single chance that you can get. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some weights. We're gonna get a few weights in before they have to leave. Looking where I put my phone. I don't know where I put it. Oh, there it is. So take a big breath. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I wanted to get to this before you guys left. So once you get upper and lower going, now I'm going to go down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to pick up the lightest weight I can. I'm going to pick up a 9. Okay. So whatever is medium starts the medium for you, do that. All right. So we're going to start right here. We're going to bring one up. We're going to bring one up. We're going to open. Okie dokie. I'm going to push it right here to my ears. Don't grip so hard that you can't wave. So they're cradling right here into my hands. See, with my thumb on the outside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap over and come down with my heel. So I'm going to go up and over. Big breath, toe, heel, toe, heel. I'll keep doing it. Don't go fast. Breath, breath, breath. Yeah, toe, heel, big breath. Toe, tight tummy, heel. Okay, toe, tummy, and then go to heel. Breath, breath, and come back and come down. Okay, now we'll do the other leg. Remember which leg stepped over. I stepped over with this leg because we're going to do one move and then we're going to go back to do the other leg. So now I'm going to be the chair. I'm going to do a high hip hinge. Okay, I'm going to bring them down. I'm going to go pull. And right there, I'm going to put my shoulders down. Okay, so I'm pretty grounded in a nice stance. Shoulders down, pull those shoulder blades together. Don't go super fast. Here we go. Chin is tucked. And every time I pull them up and then go down, I'm going to go down a little further, like 1 inch. So this is what you do when you want to get some moves in that are very purposeful. And you want to activate lots of those muscles. Take a breath all the way up. Take a breath. So see, before I said come all the way up, most of us were just staying in a bent over. I'm going to go down a little lower and up a little higher. See that? Take a big breath. Shoulder blades together. Shoulder blades together. Okay. Okay, other set. Bring them right up here like we were. Remember that? Get your stance. Breath. And I'm going to start. I'm going to go right here to the ear and right here. That's it. Then I'm going to go step. And I'm going to go step. So see, when you're starting to do a compound move like this, do them singularly. Feel what it feels like. Step over. And then when you come here, you're going to go to your heel. So you're going to go step over toe, then heel. Okay? If you get tired, you simply do this. And you walk in place like this anytime. Okay, you ready? Big breath. And we're going to go toe, lift, then come down to the heel. Then go over toe, then come down to the heel. Then go over toe, come down to the heel. Toe, and then heel. Now on your supported leg, which this is my hip replace side, which is the supportive leg, okay? Don't lock your knee. That's what we don't want to do. Big breath, toe, heel, big breath, toe, heel, big breath, toe, heel, 2 more. Breath, toe, heel. Here we go, toe, and then heel. Bring them down. Take a big deep breath. Now the fold. Are you ready? We're going to go all the way down now. We're going to actually put the weights down. Go like this. Just swing. Stay in your heels. Keep your elbows tucked. Elbows tucked. Go 1 more inch down. 1 more inch. Grab and come up. Yes. Big breath. Now, do you remember the stick man? Remember that? Okay. Here we go. Stick man, walk. So I'm right here. I'm going to go like this. Pull, pull, pull. This is a medium weight. So whatever's medium for you. My medium would be 9s, 12s, you know. Then I start to get into heavy when I'm going 15. Now turn this way. Stay with me. We're doing 2 at a time. I know. See this way, my palm? Okay, right now, say rib cage up. See, I'm leaning in, ready to take another step. I'm going to go right here, breath, 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 big breath, big breath, breath, breath through the nose, breath through the nose. Yeah, just a few more. Keep your wrist neutral, wrist neutral, wrist neutral. Okay, and down. Big breath. Now put the heel down in the back because many of you floated to your toe, which is okay. Okay. Now I'm going to switch legs. I could either take a step, which I'll just do that, or I could switch legs. I think I'm still in frame. So take a big breath. So I'm right here. What am I going to do? To keep myself from falling over on my nose, I have to integrate. I have to really get going with my core right now. So I'm going to go like a hammer curl. A hammer curl. So you get a little twist, just a tiny twist. But you have to hold your ground here. You have to keep your back leg, back foot grounded and pushing. Yeah, pushing, pushing. Keep your elbows in, elbows in, elbows in, elbows in. Oh, elbows in, breath, elbows in, breath, elbows in. Take a big breath right here. You're still in the stance. See, I'm still hanging on with my push-pull muscles. Keep your heel down. Now you pull and you pull. So we're going one at a time. And you can feel your core muscles, your abdominals, giving and going to keep this move going. Take a big breath. Big breath. Big breath. Keep your elbows in. Keep your elbows in. Keep your elbows in. Ah. And bring it back. Okay. Now I feel better, Kathy and Chrissy. Okay. Shake out. Back to the stick man. See there? I'm opening my hands and I'm going stick man, rib cage up. Rib cage up. Keep my chin tucked. Walk, 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 walk. Woo! Bring your hands right back here. See? They're right here in front of the face. Then you go to the side. Then you slip them behind the head there and you keep your chin tucked. Just like that. Okay, back over the posture that we just used. See how open my elbows are? I'm going to come up here. I'm going to go toe tap, heel tap. When you do the heel tap now, I want you to say rib cage up and really pull the toes back. Toe, heel. Pull those elbows open. Heel, toe, heel. Pull it back. Toe and heel. Okay? Now you tend to want to cave on me, but don't do that, okay? Don't cave on me. All right, again, the hands are in front of the face. See that? Now I'm going to go to the other leg. All right, so I was doing a toe heel, and now I'm going to go over and do this one, toe, heel, okay? Try not to over lean, say rib cage up, the hands are right here, and I'm going to go right here, and then I'm going to slip those fingers right behind my head, and I'm going to keep my elbows very open, keep my chin very tucked, and really say rib cage up. Then I'm going to go toe and bring it down heel. I'm going to go over and say toe, and every single time you do the toe, you gotta say rib cage up right there. Unlock your knee and say rib cage up. Big breath through the nose, right there. Open those elbows, toe, heel, tight tummy, toe, heel. Don't go too fast, because if you start drifting, yeah, you'll lose your balance. I know it. Take a breath. Okay, rib cage up. Two more. We got it, we got it, we got it. Yeah, and bring it back down. Shoulders, shoulders, and shoulder. Shoulder roll, back around, and back around. So now, I'm going to take my medium weight and I'm going to go up, okay? I'm going to go here and here. And I'm going to go up in weight. So this is going to be variations on ambulating, standing, carrying the way we were designed to be able to work and move. See what I'm doing? So I'm just I'm letting my whole body, my proprioceptive muscles get a handle on the load that I'm asking it to carry. Could be suitcases, okay? See, as I step, I'm gonna hesitate. I'm gonna drop my chin. I wanna say rib cage up. And then I'm gonna start doing the variations on the side lunges, the forward lunges, single leg squatting. I know it. It's so fun. Okay, here we go. I'm right here. I'm gonna step, bring those weights here, and I'm gonna sink right to there. As I sink, I'm gonna keep my chin tucked. I'm gonna come up and sink again. So manage your weights, whichever way seems right for you. So my feet are forward. I'm hip hinging. I'm coming right down into the leg that I stepped with. See, then I'm gonna come up. So it's just a few, maybe 6. And as you sink, make sure your foot is forward and your butt has to be pushing back. Okay? Yeah, keep your chin tucked. Okay, one more. Right there. Now come step back in and I'll turn to the side so you see what I'm doing. Kind of to the side. So I'm going to step with the other leg. Okay? And I'm going to bend. But my butt's going to push back. And then I'm coming in. Back and forth. See this? Breath. So you stepped out and you're pushing right, and then you're pushing back up with the stepping leg. Right there, right there. Okay, anybody with hip issues, knee issues, back issues? This is one of the regular moves, okay? Drop your shoulders. I got a more heavier in the medium range for me, the 12s. Okay, take a breath. Drop in there. Drop in there. Okay, just 2 more, just 2 more. Drop in there. One more. Rib cage up. Woo! Yeah. Step back up. Now I'm going to keep these for a minute. A little interset. See, my weights are there. I'm right here. I'm going to bend. Take a leg back. My hands are resting on the chair, not pushing. I'm going to go lift and lift. Keep my chin tucked. So it's an up, down. It's an up, down. Straight legs again. That's why I did the little stick man maneuver to begin with. So you're hip hinged. You are not rounding here, okay? Hip hinge, leg back. When this goes up, this tightens. Do not turn that toe out. It's down. Then you lift the opposite arm. And it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop your shoulders. Big breath. 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 Okay, 2 more. 1 more. Right there. See how I'm going to fold? Wow, does that help release? A lot of tension. Come up. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Drop your shoulders. Okay, this is one of them that I would remember Bonnie back there getting through this and just like, oh, I have to do this. I have to do this. Anyway, she did a great work. Okay, are you ready? Leg back, hip hinge, forward. I'm resting my hands here. I'm going to squeeze the gluteal, lift, don't throw it, lift it, squeeze. Then it's the opposite hand comes up and lowers. Keep that toe down, keep your chin tucked. Breath, 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 Yeah, stay with me. Keep that rear end tight. Okay. Big breath. So we're doing a version here of what's called a quadruped. Big breath. Okay, 2 more. And we got it. 1 more. And fold, 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 fold. Right there. Yay. Then grab those weights. Now these are heavier. Remember what we did to begin with the 9-pounders or the medium? I know. So I'm going to step wide. I'm going to do a high hip hinge right here. Okay, I'm going to stay there because I'm going to go hammer, hammer. Take a big breath. Big breath. Drop those shoulders. Breath. Breath. Ruby and Mac are unaffected. See them ever lifting weights like this. Breath. Breath. Come right down. And now we're going to go into the traditional bicep curl. See this? But I'm going to put a little tiny turn. See that? So I'm down. Chin is tucked. Breath. Come all the way down. All the way down. All the way down and up. All the way. Big breath. Big breath. Breath. Go. Go. Yes. So it's a full move. It's not fast. It's very full. That means all the way to the end, all the way up. Okay. Big breath. Okay, just one more. Here we go. Yeah. Take a big breath. Way up, just like that. Now I'm going to go down into the fold. Okay. We're going to go down. We're going to release our weights. Right there. I'm going to drop my butt. Okay. You see that last part? Dropping the butt. Then you're going to pick them up. And then you're going to come up. Here's the deal. That last part of this fold with weights is very important. So don't miss it. Here we go. Fold all the way down. Now right here, you put your weights down, but you're not done here. Drop that butt 1 inch. Take a big breath. Then pick them up. Hold them for a second or 2 or 3. Heels. Drop your shoulders. Big breath. Hang in there. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. That's how I want you to pick them up. It was right here that I would hear Bonnie groan. Oh. Anyway, this is in memory. This is in her honor. Okay, are you ready? We're going to do 2 more just like that. Again, I have a 12-pound weight and a 12-pound weight. You need to have what's a medium weight for you. But I'm going to take it down. Take it down. I'm going to put it down. When you put it down, you still have 1 inch to go with the butt. Stay down there, then pick them up. Hang out here, keep the butt down. Breath, breath, breath. Stay into the heels. Stay into the heels. Then you come up. Then you go back to your hammer. And your hammer. And your hammer. And your hammer. And now we're going to take a little high side to side lunging. See? See this? All I'm doing is shifting into a bent leg, into a bent leg. And I'm rolling right ever so slightly through my feet. Take a big breath. Big breath. Big breath. Hang on. Couple more. Do not flare that elbow. Some of you are going to want to do that. Don't do it. Okay, I got 2 more and that's it. Okay, I got 1 more. Big breath. Bring it back. Yay. Okay. I'm going to put these down. I'm going to go up 1. I think I heard somebody groaning out there. I'm going to put them down. I'm going to straighten my chair up here so you see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm right there. But before I do it, we're going to take a little interset. All right. Stay with me, you guys. And here's my interset. It's going to be a high chair plank. So I'm going to be right here. I can either put my fists down with my gloves, or I can put my fists right here. I'm giving you ideas because some people will say, oh, I can't do that because it hurts my hands. So I'm showing you variations. Either with an open palm or a fist. Then you're going to step back, step back. You're going to swing your butt down, drop your shoulders. Then you're going to go way away from it. And you're going to push your butt up and you're going to stretch through those lats. That's what we're going to be working. Take a big breath. Keep your chin tucked. Go back into your hands. Swing. And you're going to hold right here for just a second. Drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. You're going to bring one knee in, then the other knee in. Take a big deep breath. Keep your elbows soft. Do not lock them. Yeah, I know. I caught you, didn't I? Take a big deep breath. Drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. See, I'm trying to bring my knee up all the way to the chair seat. Okay? If you want to know a parameter, that's a parameter. Keep your tummy super tight. Bring that knee up to the chair. Cross. Tiny bit of a cross midline. Tiny bit. Drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. Keep your chin tucked. Now is when you bring your hips down. You're still staying in that high plank mode. See how I'm dropping my hips? Yeah, hang out there for just a few seconds. Then you swing, then you come up, and you bring your elbows in, just like that. And you straighten those legs. See how I did not straighten my legs until I got in position? So you come down, and then you go up into a straight leg. You bring your forehead down closer and closer to your knees. And then you bring your toes up. Bring your toes up. Stay in that position. Really pull yourself under there. And then you are ready. Okay? So now I'm going to go down into my chair. Big breath. So that was a little interset. Body weight. Okay? Planking. All right. Then you're going to turn. And you're going to turn. Okay? Tight tummy. Drop your shoulders. And it's a turn. And it's a turn. Okay? Hope you guys are doing all right. I'm doing all these with you. Okay? Take a big breath. And I mention it a couple of times, but I am dedicating this little workout to our sweet friend and member, Bonnie. Okay? Take a big deep breath. And we are going to pick up our weights. However, these are 15 pounds. You're sitting. Okay? Be mindful of that. Don't just go down there any old way. So do you remember me putting on my shoes? Remember this? See, I'm going to turn my head this way, and then I'm going to come back. Then I'm going to go back down. I'm going to go as wide as I can with my legs. And as I go down, I will turn my chin over on top of the shoulder. Then I will come back up. I'll do that a couple of times until I feel like, oh, that feels much better. See that? Then I'm ready to go down and pick up those weights. Okay, so I'm going to go down and pick up one. See that? Then I'm going to go down and pick up the other one. Yeah, just like that. So this is going to be a move for the whole shoulder girdle. All right, and at the end we will stand up with these cute little weights. Okay, the hands go here, the shoulders go down. Take a big breath. We come up and we pull those shoulder blades together and we hang out here for just a few seconds. Okay, then we go back down. We don't do this real quick and jerky. We pull those shoulders up and together. Then we go back down. Now, as I'm in this position, I'm going to do 3. This is the third one. Okay, and now I'm going to pull up. See that? Take a big breath. Now, how can I do this without hurting my back? What do you do? What's the trick? Everybody should be screaming at the screen. You say, rib cage up. You tightening your belly. Yes. Take a breath. And as I come up, I'm pushing into my feet with a very nice extended spine. Okay. Take a big breath. We're going to go down and do 3 more. Here we go. Tuck your chin. Take a breath right now. Exhale. Pull those shoulder blades in. Hang out there for a few seconds and bring it down. And I mean just like 1 or 2. So I'm right here. I'm going to go 1, 2. Back down. Tuck into chin. Bring it up. 1, 2. Bring it back down. Breath. Bring it up. 1, 2. Bring it back down. Yes. 1, 2. Okay, now we're going to come up again. See how I did that? I know it. Then I'm going to go halfway down, bring my elbows in, and then all I'm going to do is straighten my arm against that weight. I'm not lifting, I'm straightening right there. Yeah, that's innervating that whole back arm. But when you squeeze right there into your shoulder blades and you're holding this, you start getting into the lats. Yeah, that's the big back muscles. Breath, push back, drop your shoulders. Here we go. Push back. Here we go. Push back. Here we go. Push back. Yes. And put them down. Shake out, shake out. Interset time. I know it. You love these, don't you? I'm going to go way out like that. See that? So when you do that move, keep your shoulder down. You're turning. You're opening back here as far as you can. Then you're going to take the opposite leg. So this is the opposite of the quadruped. We're going out. We're in supine position instead of prone. So we're out here. Tighten. You're going to bring the knee up. And then you sneak it out there as far as you can. Just right there. 1, 2. Yeah, hang on. Drop your shoulders. 3. Can you go out any further? 4, 5, 6. Bring it in. Then bring it in. Okay? So some specific patterns that we're going into because we don't want to hurt our shoulder. We don't want to hurt our back. We want to give it something real to push against, right? So here we go. Take your arm, go way open, all right? So open, way back here. You got it? So this is opening, all right? Drop your shoulder. Take a big breath. Okay, you ready? So you're leaning back a bit. Tighten. Rib cage up. Bring the knee up. Now hang out here. Go open just a little bit. Hang on. I'm counting. Can you go out just a little bit more? Open. open all the way out and come back in. Bend, 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 bend. I know, you loved it, right? I know you can do this laying on the floor. You can do it seated like we are. You can do it standing. It's just a little different. Okay. Now, before we go on, we're going to take and grab the chair here. See that? Then we're going to really open right here. We're going to drop our chin. We're going to really pull around. Take a big deep breath. Big deep breath. Release and come back. Here we go. Drop your shoulder. Open, open, open. Drop your shoulder. Really pull, 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 and come back. Now, I'm going to stand. I have 30 pounds here, 15 and 15. Okay, you have whatever you picked up that's heavy, that you consider heavy, whatever that is. That's okay. So here's the deal. If you don't want to stand up with a heavy weight, fine, stand up, then come down and get them. That's perfectly fine. But I'm going to go here and here. So your legs and your hips and your back are the strongest muscles in your body for a reason. They are meant to take loads. When you have joints replaced or you have diseased joints, yeah, you have to back off a little bit. But then at some point, you got to build back. So here I am, and I'm going to hang on to these close to my body, okay? I'm going to hold on to them close to my body as I stand up. That's key. So I'm going to come in here, take a big breath. I'm going to get that butt up and come up. See that? Let's do that again. I know it. You have to do it again. I know. Do it with me. It won't be bad. Here we go. Right here. Right here. Don't round your back. Look under there. There's my seat. And I'm down. And I'm hanging on to 30 pounds. Okay, here we go. Keep it close. Breath. Exhale. And you're up. Okay, now I'll bring these up. Put them right on your frame. Now, anybody out there that's worried about keeping your bones, that's why I wanted you to pick these up heavy. Do you remember what we did to begin with? We did stickman walking, didn't we? Well, that's how we're coming down to the end of the class, okay? And so one of the things that you have to be aware of when you're doing stickman walking is you're bending your legs minimally. You keep your shoulders down and you do impeccable rib cage lifting right there. You don't over or under. You don't throw your back. You keep your rib cage up. You keep your tummy tight. You press, you press, you press. Okay, here we go. Drop your shoulders. So, just so that you understand, this could be a backpack. This could be a weight vest. I'm using our free weights, which is what we have. And if you would get to where you would do this type of moving with weights like this, you're very careful with them. See, I'm very careful with them. I see where I'm at. I know what's behind me. I practiced this with you. We did a bunch of these at the beginning with, okay? But you've got weight coming down your spine is the point. Make sure you're in neutral spine, okay? Because then this is all going to be good. But if you're not being careful with keeping your rib cage up into a neutral spine, then pretty much I can't do this with you. Okay, now I'm going to step out. How am I going to get these things off my shoulders? They're so heavy, right? I'm going to do a little lift like that. I'm going to push them into my hands. See, it's going to go like this. And I'm right there. Right there. Ah. Okay. Open really wide. And close. Now, when you close, many of us, all of us, will bring our shoulders way up. And that's okay if you need to stretch. But then drop them down. Then open them. Then go into that T. Then push back. See, I'm still doing my stick man. See how I'm doing my stick man? So I'm minimally bending through my knees, and I'm doing a lot of bending through my ankles and feet is the point. Drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders. Now pull those elbows right into your waist, right there, okay? Now you want to do the test. What's the test? You drop your elbows right into your waist, and then you see if at least you can touch your bicep, your deltoid, with at least your thumb or your hands without bringing your elbows out here. You want to keep your elbows right here at your waist. See, that was the very first move. See this? This is the first move. Then you try to bring those things in. You're going to notice you're going to be standing a whole lot straighter when you do that, okay? Then you go split stance, still in a stick man motion, and you let them pendulum swing. Pendulum swing is great moves for your shoulder, okay? And as you're doing the pendulum, you turn, and then you turn, and you turn, and you turn. And then you put your hands on your legs like this, and you go push, you drop your head. So see now why is it okay for me to round right now? Primarily I'm rounding through the shoulders, number one. And number two, I've unloaded. And then I go into a cat camel. And I can do this anywhere. I mean, if you can put your hands on them, bench or on a wall, that's great. But just step wide and go into a cat camel. Do it about 3 to 6 times. And you're going to help yourself so much toward a more pain-free life. Okay, as far as your muscles, your joints, and all that goes. You're going to have pain. That's the way it is. You're going to have pain one way or the other. And it is painful when you say goodbye to a friend. So, and that's what we're doing today. Okay, I hope everybody's able to follow that.